Welcome to the Bentley Factory in Crewe, England, where automotive dreams are transformed into rolling masterpieces. This isn't just a car factory. This is where over a century of British craftsmanship meets cutting-edge engineering to create some of the most luxurious automobiles on the planet. Today, we're taking you inside the complete process of how a Bentley is born, from raw materials to the finished supercar that commands respect on every road it graces. Before we step onto the factory floor, let's understand what makes Bentley special. Founded in 1919 by W.O. Bentley, the brand was built on a simple philosophy: to create a fast car, a good car, the best in its class. For over 100 years, Bentley has delivered on that promise, winning Le Mans 5 times in the 1920s and establishing itself as the pinnacle of grand touring excellence. Today, every Bentley represents the perfect marriage of performance and luxury. While competitors might excel in one area, Bentley refuses to compromise on either. A Bentley Continental GT can rocket from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Yet inside, you're surrounded by hand-stitched leather and real wood veneers that took craftspeople weeks to perfect. This duality is what separates Bentley from every other luxury brand. Our journey begins in the body shop, where Bentley's distinctive silhouette takes its first form. Modern Bentleys use a combination of aluminum and high-strength steel to create a structure that's both lightweight and incredibly rigid. Advanced laser welding systems join hundreds of precisely cut panels together with tolerances measured in fractions of a millimeter. But here's what's fascinating. Despite all this technology, human expertise remains irreplaceable. Master technicians inspect every weld, every joint, ensuring that the foundation of your Bentley is absolutely flawless. Any imperfection, no matter how small, is corrected immediately. This attention to detail at the earliest stage sets the tone for everything that follows. The body then moves through a sophisticated paint shop where it receives multiple layers of primer, base coat, and clear coat. Bentley offers an extraordinary palette of colors, including bespoke options where customers can match literally any shade they desire. Each car spends hours in climate-controlled booths, with painters using techniques that blend modern spray technology with traditional hand-finishing methods. Now we enter what might be the most remarkable department in any car factory on Earth, the wood shop. This is where Bentley's commitment to traditional craftsmanship truly shines. While other manufacturers have moved to synthetic alternatives, Bentley still sources real wood veneers from sustainable forests around the world. Walnut from America, oak from Europe, and exotic species are carefully selected for their grain patterns and character. Here's the astonishing part. It takes a single tree to produce enough veneer for 30 cars. But Bentley doesn't just slice and install these veneers randomly. Master craftspeople spend hours book-matching the wood, creating mirror image patterns that flow seamlessly across the dashboard and door panels. The grain must align perfectly, creating a visual symphony that your eyes follow naturally across the interior. Each piece of wood undergoes a 5-week process of cutting, shaping, and finishing. It's lacquered multiple times, hand-polished between each coat, until it achieves that deep, lustrous finish that makes you want to reach out and touch it. Then comes the most critical test. These veneers must survive extreme temperature changes, from freezing cold to desert heat, without cracking or warping. Only wood that passes these rigorous tests makes it into a Bentley. Adjacent to the wood shop, the leather craftspeople work their magic. Bentley sources hides from European bulls raised in regions where barbed wire isn't used, reducing the chances of imperfections. Each hide is inspected by hand, and only the finest sections are selected for use in the cars. A single Bentley interior requires up to 14 hides. And here's something most people don't realize. Every piece of leather is cut by hand. Pattern makers use traditional templates, the same way tailors cut fine suits, ensuring optimal use of each hide while avoiding any natural marks or variations. The stitching is equally impressive. While machines handle some of the straight seams, the signature diamond quilting you see on Bentley seats is done entirely by hand. A single seat can contain over 3,000 individual stitches, and it takes a craftsperson years to master the technique. The tension must be perfect, the spacing absolutely uniform, creating that three-dimensional texture that's both beautiful and incredibly comfortable. Customers can choose from 15 standard leather colors, but many opt for bespoke options, matching their interior to anything from a favorite handbag to a cherished painting. Bentley's Mulliner division can create virtually any color imaginable, extending the personalization to an almost infinite degree. Now the magic really begins. The painted body, the handcrafted wood, and the meticulously stitched leather all converge on the assembly line. But this isn't your typical automotive assembly line. While robots handle heavy lifting and precise positioning, the final installation of nearly every component is done by human hands. The marriage of the body and chassis is a choreographed dance of engineering precision. The powerful W12 or V8 engine, already assembled and tested, is lowered into position. These engines are marvels in themselves. The W12, for instance, produces over 600 horsepower, yet runs with the smoothness of a Swiss watch. Every engine is hot tested before installation, running through its complete power band to ensure it meets Bentley's exacting standards. The electrical system alone contains miles of wiring, connecting hundreds of sensors, motors, and control units. The infotainment system integrates seamlessly with the handcrafted interior, providing modern technology without disrupting the classical elegance. Each connection is verified, each system tested multiple times throughout the assembly process. Then comes the interior installation. This is where weeks of craftsmanship in the wood and leather shops come together. Panels are fitted with gaps so tight you can barely see them. The seats, with their thousands of stitches, are installed and adjusted to perfection. Every switch, every button, every control must operate with the satisfying weight and precision that Bentley customers expect. Before any Bentley leaves the factory, it faces the most critical phase: quality control. Every car undergoes a comprehensive road test on Bentley's private test track and public roads. Trained drivers push each vehicle through its paces, listening for any unusual sounds, feeling for any vibrations, ensuring that the performance matches the promise. Back in the factory, quality inspectors examine every square inch of the interior and exterior. They're looking for imperfections invisible to most eyes, but unacceptable for a car wearing the Bentley badge. The paint depth is measured, the panel gaps verified, the stitching inspected under magnification. This is the culmination of hundreds of hours of work, thousands of individual decisions, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. When that final inspector signs off, when that car rolls out of the factory gates, it carries with it over a century of heritage, the skill of hundreds of craftspeople, and the promise of delivering an automotive experience like no other. That's how Bentley builds the world's ultimate luxury car, not by choosing between technology and tradition, but by honoring both. Not by accepting good enough, but by demanding perfection. And that's why, after more than 100 years, the Bentley badge still represents the absolute pinnacle of automotive luxury.